А всем утро или другого времени суток. Делаем делики тогда и идем квестики всякие выполняем. Я думаю, наверное, не на интозону пойду. Бля. Так я этих голубей всегда агрессивно разгонял. И он, по-моему, на меня немножко ругался. Пробую просто их разогнать. А, он заставлял вместо них письма нести. Если я их побил. А сейчас вроде все нормально. И голуби целые. Письма доставлены.
Reveal thyself. As you wish. I'll catch up. By royal decree, I must leave no stone unturned.
Блин. Так, не взял обратно. Зато щит есть.
Oz, reveal thyself. Shadow Raven, let night fall. Good eye. Let the show begin. Ad Astra Abyssos. Thank you for complete. Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Так, пойдем с катанием сейчас тоже. Через поезд сделаем. Открою, посмотрю, что нам там идти.
I hear the voice of fate, speaking my name in humble supplication.
Another bad one? No, let me try again.
I created another universe.
Ага, вон стоят ребята. Толпень.
teach me a
By
lesson.
royal decree.
Show me what you've got. I dare you.
I'll protect us. Cross over.
To the fairy. Show me what you've got. Don't hold back. Show me what you've got.
Come on, we can do it. Quit it.
Train harder.
Так, ну ты тут главный какой-то должен быть, по-моему. Я понимаю.
I need to.
А, нет, все.
I do hope the Knights of Favonius are all working hard. It's time to move on. We shouldn't stay here.
Там еще после этого это предквест, а там еще будет квест на эту штуку. Ну, вот такие прикольные заданьца. Так, отправиться я решил не по индозумерам болтаться, а вот этот дворец небожителей сделать, потому что как у нас индозум мы можем исследовать еще и исследовать, там очень много всего. А дворец это, ну, такая небольшая цепочка, я так понимаю, вот как раз от Нингуан. Ну вот, поэтому решил сейчас ей заняться. Не знаю, успеем, не успеем. Тут за пару часиков.
I have gathered everyone here today to make an important announcement. Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am, in fact, planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber.
Rebuild the Jade Chamber? That's a huge project.
So the rumors are true. No wonder the price of building materials has gone up so much lately.
The Jade Chamber means a lot to Lady Ningguang. Getting involved in this.
Lady Ningguang, is there any way we can be of service?
Patience. Since the news made it out a few days ago, I have already had many people contacting me to declare an interest in... Nevertheless, I do have a few matters I should like to entrust to you here today. The building site has been chosen, and most of the materials have been assembled. They are as follows: Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
Excuse my ignorance, Lady Ningguang. I'm familiar enough with Plostrite, but I've never even heard of those other two.
Only sufficiently large pieces of Plostrite, or specifically Vermilionite, may earn themselves the Sunset moniker. This stone is what allows the Jade Chamber to float. Wondercore Adepti Sigils serve as a means of integrating the mechanical devices with Adepti art. They are as indispensable as the mechanical core itself. Although these 3 items are rare, I trust that with your connections and capabilities, procuring them will not be a question of if. I take the saying, time is money, more seriously than most. Efficiency is everything. I will pay a generous price for the materials that you find. And in addition, the first 3 people who collect all, you may ask me anything. And I will give...
These things won't be easy to get hold of. But if it means a chance to get some inside information on Liyue Harbor's development...
Then it's the deal of a lifetime. Information from Lady Ningguang is priceless. Whoever gets to it first, take...
Haha, what a coincidence! I won't divulge too much, but I heard some murmurings about some Plostrite just the other day. So...
Сейчас самый ушлый проявится.
This opportunity will be snatched away from us.
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber?
Да, давай. Мы тоже все найдем. И будем вопросами.
So you heard my
Нingguang
announcement,
мучить.
did you? What do you think? Interested? Yes. Providing the question pertains to something I am knowledgeable about.
Really? Ooh, then Paimon will ask you about how to run a business. Then we'll never be short of Mora ever again.
Of course. But how much information I share with you will depend on your performance. The construction of the Jade Chamber requires a great deal of space. The abandoned mine outside the Golden House has been selected as the building site. Once I have other business to attend to now. Otherwise, I would gladly escort you to the site in person. Remember, this is a race against the clock. A rare opportunity presents itself.
Ningguang seems super busy. Come on, we'd better get going. First, we gotta get out of Eugene Terrace. Huh? Look!
Ma'am, you seem like an eminent and distinguished young lady to me. I can see that you're easily gonna win this procurement contest later. As it happens, we have some information about the materials that I really think might interest you.
No, I don't need it.
Don't be like that. Hey, come on! Why don't you stand there after... Oh, right, yeah.
Давай, мочи ее. Такие бандиты средь бела дня. Журавли возвращаются.
They said they had some useful information. Information's just what we need right now. Let's follow them and see what we can find out.
Well, will you look at that, ma'am? Nowhere left to run. Don't worry, we're not bad guys. You give us some mora, we give you a little info. Everybody's a winner.
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the white hair, the energy she gives off. I'm telling you, there's something different about her.
So what? She's loaded. How are we ever going to repay those gambling debts if we just let money walk away?
I've already told you, I don't need your information. If you still can't grasp that, I'm happy to repeat it in a way that won't be so easy to forget.
Come on, ma'am. You seem like an intelligent lady. I shouldn't have to spell this out. It's not about whether you need the info or not, okay? It's about you taking out your money and handing it over, and nobody get...
I won't...
No more excuses! Yeah, I saw you. Strolling into Leo Lee Pavilion, ordering a table full of food, and only taking a few bites. Then Shinyu Kiosk, then Wanmin Restaurant. Same story each time. You order all the signature dishes. How could you afford to be so wasteful if you weren't from a rich family? And since you're so rich, what's the loss to you in giving us a little spare change, huh?
Master warned me not to lay a hand on anyone in Liyue Harbor, but here we are. Perhaps... yes. Let's call it fate.
Boss, I'm telling you, something's not right.
What are you afraid of? We're just selling information. It's not illegal. If she lays a finger on us, all the better. We'll sue her for everything she's worth.
Oh, you again.
Millilith? What are the Millilith doing here? Did you do this?
Silence! How dare you threaten innocent civilians? You're coming...
Давай, попробуй, покажи нам.
Let me explain.
Shenhe,
Shenhe?
my name.
Oh, so your name's Shenhe. Paimon's name is, well, Paimon. And this is Paimon's travel buddy.
Oh, I've heard about you two before. I could have dealt with it myself, though. I suspect smashing his head against the ground a handful of times is all it would have taken to get him to surrender.
You can't do that. That's way too... This is Liyue Harbor. There are laws against that kind of stuff, you know.
Laws? No, apparently not.
Really? So how exactly have you...
That would be my stomach growling. I haven't eaten enough.
She's so honest. Wait, that's right. They said you went around all the restaurants ordering this and that and the other, but only took a small bite of each dish. Then of course you're still hungry. So, anything in particular you're hungry for?
О, что, готовочка?
Blaze lily, violet grass. These are my usuals. Medicinal herbs?
Kinda hard to explain. Anyway, Boo Boo Pharmacy's not far away. Let's take Shenhe there for a... After all, you can't...
Да. Нужно есть. Идем есть.
Do you think Shenhe might be an adeptus? It seems like it's her first time in Liyue Harbor. Where does...
Are you here to buy some herbs? I do hope you brought...
Ginseng, glaze lily, and violet grass, please. Half a pound of each.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order. Oh, here you go.
Really?
My hunger has now abated. Thank you. Rather, though they were not completely devoid of sweet fragrance, after consuming a large quantity.
You chow down on these and barely touch the rest. If Paimon had enough Mora, Paimon would go to the fanciest restaurant in town and order a whole table of food.
Because I'm not sure whether I will remain here in the future. The food of the mortal realm is most delicious, but should I return to the mountains, yearning for
А зимой что она ест? Снег?
continued spiritual development. Sampling each
Или
dish
она
in order
сушит
to
травы
appreciate its taste
на
is
зиму?
enough.
Return to the mountains.
Enough about me. What are your plans from here?
Oh, right! Paimon almost forgot! We came out to take part and now we're probably super behind because we've been
I see. I heard something about the contest.
Yep! You get to ask Ningguang any question you want if you win! Were you interested in the contest?
I came for the rebuilding of the Jade Chamber, but until this point I had no intention of joining a contest. However, you have shown me your kindness, and I would now like to lend you my assistance.
Wow! You really... But having an Adeptus help out will make things a whole lot easier, so...
Then let's not delay. I have a plan.
Great! Paimon bets this is gonna be the...
I am not sure whether or to what extent this plan can... We simply need to dispose of everyone who is currently ahead of us. Then, we alone shall become the victors. Really? But I hear that competition is in essence about conflict and one...
Look, we want to win this competition fair and square, okay? Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over there.
Baiju, what are you doing out here?
Lady Ningguang wishes to purchase a large batch of wound dressing. We're running low at the store, so I came out to fetch the ingredients.
Huh? How come Lady Ningguang needs so much?
I'm not too sure. I did hear she's looking to rebuild the Jade Chamber. Maybe for its first aid on site? I didn't. Oh, and she also borrowed Chi-Chi.
Одолжила цици.
Is very short-handed right now. I don't suppose any of you...
No, we've got other stuff to do. While you're here though, you seem to know a lot.
Ah, the variety of plostrite used in the Jade Chamber, yes? There is some mention of it in the 7 Mountain Treatises. When activated, Sunset Vermilionite, as far as the records show, virtually all Sunset Vermilionite in existence has been mined and taken possession of. But...
Okay then, let's go ask at the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Thanks, Baiju.
You're quite welcome. Good luck to you all. And if...
Так, первый есть комплит.
Master Xingqiu, thank goodness you're finally back.
Oh? Why do I detect an urgency in your voice?
The guild has had a whole string of strange orders in recently. Your father gave me specific instructions to ask you to stay and help out if I happen.
I see. Have someone sort the orders by type for now. I'll deal with them myself shortly.
Дорога, Све.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you, Master. With you on the job, I can breathe a sigh of relief.
Hey, Xingqiu! Glad you're here. We want to ask you for some information.
Traveler, Paimon, please wait a moment. Shu, I need to entertain some guests. Please continue with your work for the time being, and we'll discuss the matter of the guild's orders in more...
Understood, Master Xingqiu. Then I will leave you in peace.
I wasn't counting on finding you here today. What's going on? And how, pray tell, may I...
Xingqiu, have you ever heard of...
Oh, I see. So you've entered Lady Ningguang...
As well?
The truth is, The Feiyun Commerce Guild is in possession of some sunset vermilionite, but we are holding it on behalf of someone who has asked us to put it up for auction. At the end of the day, it all comes down to supply and demand. In this case, I'm guessing the final transaction price may be in excess of 500 million more.
500 миллионов. А у нас сколько там? 7 лямов, да? 8.
Honestly, I would recommend that you don't bother bidding on this one. The price is greatly inflated. It's just not worth it.
But without any sunset vermilionite...
Don't panic. I don't suppose you've ever heard of Seagazer?
Who?
Well, Seagazer was once very close to Mountain Shaper, but if I am not mistaken, he has already passed away.
Yes, precisely. I didn't know anyone else knew about him. According to records of drifting clouds, Seagazer once built an abode to store his rarest and most exquisite treasures. After Seagazer passed, the abode was abandoned, and its location was lost. Luckily, I came into possession of a stack of folk history books just recently. They make some oblique references to this lost abode, and after
That's great! But wouldn't it be a little, disrespectful?
You needn't worry. As far as I understand, Seagazer was very open-minded. Even while he was alive, he wouldn't have let...
Open-minded? I have not heard of Seagazer being described in this way before. May I ask where you read that?
Just a rumor I heard out in the mountains. All right then, let's go.
There's something about this young lady that Oh, I almost forgot. Adepti abodes tend to have very ingenious designs, especially when it comes to their defense mechanisms. Plus...
Okay, we will be.
Так, уже предупредил, нам еще отыскать надо эту штуку, а он уже предупредил.
It should be around here, but Paimon doesn't see anything.
Опа, и дождь пошел.
This place was hidden using a special Adepti art. But now that I have removed it, we can inspect the area more closely.
Wow, that's amazing! Yep, let's take another look around.
Да мы как бы не начинали искать.
Got to here and then disappeared. Should we go over and take a look?
А вон еще фею вижу.
leave it to me. Hey, get him. Another target tracked down by Outrider Amber. Let's dance. In the name of the Prinzessin, I will protect you.
Блин, оно вложилось уже. Хотя вот этот крайний туда донести.
I'll catch up.
О, неплохой сундук.
Ooh, wonderful. Oh, is it time for me?
Пойду-ка я, наверное, вон ту еще фею доставлю.
Cry out my illustrious name.
What you got?
Oz, reveal thyself.
Dodge this!
Let the show begin.
I hope the others find some.
Чё? На другом конце, да, проквест помню. Да не, я тут только вот. Вот только яйца соврать. Что, ну просто, ну, хороший сундук тут стоял. Чего не взять? Все. Так, отсюда я вроде. Ты как, на боссов-то готов идти? Я готов. Вон настоятельно еще с рудой сидит. Ты как соло их убиваешь, да? Или берешь кого? Ну, нет, доступен. Все, я могу. Шесть. Хочешь, можно сейчас сходить? Или я уйду вот сюда куда-то? Вот там точно будет недоступен. Давай, ешь свой дошира, бедный студент. Я не знаю, может, ты любишь дошираки?
Weren't we at a waterfall just now? How did we suddenly... Oh, so many clouds. It feels like...
I believe this is the abode of that adept. With any luck, the sunset Vermilionite we're looking for should be in here.
Really? Let Paimon see! Huh? Isn't that the Sealy from... Look, it's
Да,
down
это
and
понимаю.
stuck beneath the clouds. And now that Paimon
С работы
has
обычно
closer
хочется
look,
спать.
the rocks and trees here don't seem complete. Oh, could there be something below the clouds?
These are not real clouds. They are the product of an adepti art. If we want to go down, we must first destroy the mechanism that is maintaining the adept.
All right, then let's do it.
I sense the presence of monsters in this place. I don't know where they are.
Нам дадут ее попользовать? О, вон она. Ну, вот. Черт. Может, выбрана, наверное. Чух. Вжух. Ну, ледяная тетка, в принципе. Я уже не против. Я могу, да, ходить тут прямо? Вон монстр-то. В смысле ты не знаешь, где она находится? Вот глаза есть, как бы.
By royal decree.
I'll protect us. Reveal thyself. Go, Barber, go. Let the show begin. Go as one.
А, вот полеточка.
It appears that we've been taken for intruders. This time, why not allow me to take care of this?
Да, что ты можешь? Мы сейчас сами совсем разберемся.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
The core of the mechanism is exposed. Now's our chance.
Ходим, как всегда, все ломаем, крушим. Несы. А тут еще механизм.
Is everyone okay? Look! Cecilia disappeared beneath the clouds again!
It looks like we need to go further down. But before that, let's destroy the guard mechanisms on this level first.
Obey! Let's dance! By royal decree!
Блин, тут реально надо было его затаскивать. Хотя вроде я его прям сквозь щит скидачу.
Time to go!
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Go as one!
Может и не надо.
We're gonna fall! This time, we're really gonna fall! So high! Luckily, there is a pool of water at the bottom. Otherwise, that could have ended very differently. Hey! That Sealy's on the move again! Let's catch up with him!
Я нашел. Сюда забраться нельзя. Ой.
Something looks different about this stone wall. Let's take a closer look.
А, это прям кубик. Ну вот нашел, так, парочку. Сейчас еще вот ту стену потолкаем. А, все, тут вытолкнул. А тут сундуки, правда, бедные, но хотя бы что-то. Надо вот тот еще камень попробовать толкнуть. Ну, вдруг он еще куда-нибудь. Не?
Oz, reveal thyself. Go and splash.
Unleash! Manifest! Cryo incarnate! Oh! Hip! Chip! Chip! Hip! Chip!
I'll protect us. Higher, higher, hands on fire. By royal decree. I'm fine.
Barbados, guide us.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Unleash! Manifest!
Cross over. Let the show begin.
Крушим, рушим, все, ломаем. Вон она. Я. Так, так я тут смотрю повнимательнее. Да. Нас даже и не пускает осмотреть особо.
Look over there! Could that be the sunset vermilionite?
О, мы сейчас 500 лямов найдем. А то и больше. А можно я просто продам? Как бы я продам, и я буду обеспечен морой на всю игру. У меня 8 лямов. Хотя бы не за 500, хотя бы за 100 я бы продал. Нафиг нам эти секреты, Нингуан? Мора важнее.
Is this it? Is this the sunset vermilionite? It's so huge.
Блин, а еще пустерит вот эти вот летающие хреновины. Там вершина адепт. Там что же, наверное, пустерит? Не просто так они летают. Там можно тоже, наверное, подкалывать.
That's true. But then again, why isn't it?
Plaustrite doesn't float until it's activated. It may look different from most ordinary stones, but it weighs around the same amount. Only after being activated does Plaustrite reveal its true nature, breaking free from the
Wow, Shenhe. You seem to know everything about this.
only because my master is fond of chatting about these things. The moment she has some time to spare, she'll come straight for me and start telling story after story. I don't care for her stories most of the time. I certainly didn't expect them to ever come in handy like this.
Hold on a sec. Paimon just realized something. If we activate it here, there's no way we'll be able to get it back to the site, right? Heck, we'll be dragged up into the sky too!
Ну, Паймена так летает.
But if we don't activate it, how else are we gonna lift it?
Don't worry. I can handle the weight quite easily.
Мизинчиком. Может, Нингуан у нее наставница? Хотя вряд ли.
Be careful.
Please don't worry. I'm well aware that a plaustrite sample this large must be highly valuable. I will be gentle with it and make sure it does not get damaged. My safety.
That's right. Paimon's sure you can handle it and everything, but if something this heavy, you gotta be extra careful when lifting heavy objects. It's just common sense.
Is it now? Well then, thank you. I'll go on ahead with the plaustrite. Let's meet at the building site later.
How is Shenhe able to carry that huge rock all by herself?
А вот кусок забыла,
Adepti super.
А, она самый здоровый выбрала, да?
We can't slow down yet. Let's go meet her at the building site.
Интересно, они прям там действительно прям строить будут.
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
How can she lift that massive rock all by herself? She's gotta be one of those Adepti, surely.
Oh, mighty Adeptus, please give me your blessing so that in the coming year I may reap it.
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply immaculate. I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilionite item.
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to compete. I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be here any minute now.
Shenhua, and Ningguang's little helper.
Ah, so you're the ones behind this. No wonder.
Да-да, это мы.
Talent turns in the rarest.
Эта белобрысая, она просто с нами ходила. Это наша рабыня.
But I have to correct you on one point. It's not helper, it's secretary.
Okay then, Miss Secretary, what do you think of the rock we found?
In truth, it is the finest piece of plostrite we have received so far. If everything goes according to plan, we will use this piece in the foundation of the Jade Chamber, which will enable us to proceed to the next stage of construction. As a side note, Lady Ningguang has rented some dwellings in the nearby area to serve as accommodations for the contestants. Now, please excuse me. As you can see, there is still a...
Госпожа служанка разволновалась аж увидеть такой большой пустырит. Не каждый день.
Oh, really?
What kind of reaction is that? So strange. Aren't you... Whenever Paimon gets praised, Paimon can't help but hold their head up high and break into a big smug smile.
I've had similar compliments before. They call me an Adeptus, treat me with great deference and respect, as if I'm set apart from the common folk.
Yeah, 'cause that's how Adepti are. At least the ones we've met are pretty unique and reclusive, too.
But I am not...
Shenhe?
I'm fine. I've been exerting myself quite a lot ever since we set foot in that abode. I'm just a little fatigued.
Опять цветов пожрать захотелось, что ли?
No need. I simply need to find myself a...
You can't do that. It's dangerous out. When you're hungry, you go eat something tasty. And when you're tired, you go lie down in a nice, comfy bed. All right? Seriously.
Okay. If you insist.
Great. Now we're talking. Let's have...
Ой, да если она всю жизнь спала на скале, ей там как раз неудобно будет. И в мягких перинах. Ну да, это строительные леса прям. О, краны. Если тут что-то как бы строят. Как будто бы.
checking in, are we? You're Justin. Since this was chosen as the building site for the new Jade Chamber, we've had a constant stream of people in this area. And not just workers either. So, business is booming for me today. Very few vacancies. You're lucky you got here.
Great!
One of your rooms is still being cleaned. I guess it should be ready within the hour. The other room is just at the door on the left. Here are your keys. All right. Hope you enjoy your stay. Please excuse me,
Shenhe, you should go get some rest. We'll hang around. Paimon's gonna go see if there's anything good to eat around here. Paimon couldn't help but notice one of the guests walk in with a huge grilled chicken drumstick before. Let's buy one for Shenhe too.
С этих слов Пайман должна так слюной прям истекать.
All right. If you need anything, don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light sleeper. I will hear if you knock on the door. See you tomorrow.
Hey, isn't that Cloud Retainer? What's she doing here? Let's go and say hi.
Ну, кстати, она может быть... Она сказала, что она учитель, она может быть учителем. Это она. И они как-то похожи даже.
One trust you have met Shenhe. So, are you getting...
So far, so good. Yeah.
Naturally. Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor. All the Adepti living today are acquainted.
Cool. So, what's her adept? Calling her Shenhe feels kind of friendly, but also kind of disrespectful. So,
Her Adeptus name. Why, pray tell, would Shenhe have an Adeptus name?
don't all Adepti have a special title they go by?
On this latter point, you are correct. However, Shenhe...
Oh, right. Wait, what? Paimon neither. This is a real surprise.
Do you mean to say that she presents differently from ordinary human beings?
Well, to start with, her problem-solving method...
Ah, yes. She was like this all those years ago. One first found Shenhe by chance in a cave. One was passing by and sensed the presence of a god's room. Inside was Shenhe, then aged around 6 years old.
Да?
In her
Ну давай сейчас я
she
с
held a
Саплей договорю.
dagger with which she was confronting a monster that was the god's remains incarnate.
Шесть лет снова
When
в
one
пещере.
arrived, she had already been locked in confrontation with this monster for several days. Most mortal children, that she was able to endure such terrible danger was due not only to her strong will. One dealt with the monster, yet she still refused to lower her guard. She even pointed her dagger in one's direction and remained ready to strike.
In other words, if you hadn't passed by that day, Shenhe might have...
Not necessarily. Upon one's arrival, one could sense that the god's wrath was gradually receding.
That's still so dangerous, though. Why was a tiny little kid battling against the wrath of a...
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering of every kind. And she had experienced her fair share of this. Indeed, it is one to whom she refers. Shenhe has an extraordinary constitution, making her well adapted to practicing the Adepti. However, her homicidal urges did not subside with age. Rather, Mooncarver once performed a divination for her. He declared that her fate is to bear the curse of calamity. Consumed by malevolent energy, She is prone to bring harm to those around her. Such is the magnitude of the danger this poses, that her red ropes have indeed served to keep her calmer and more content. They also seem to have rendered her...
Эх, как жестоко.
It is only by fate that people's paths may cross. Now that Shenhe's path has crossed with yours, please be sure to...
Oh, now Paimon gets it.
Huh. You dare draw such a facile conclusion on the nature of one's present excursion? Incorrect. The truth, Ningguang once made a bold assertion that this is to be the era of the contract between Liyue and the humans. If she handles it admirably, one is willing to be a witness to her achievements. Let us conclude our conversation here for today. One has occupied enough of your time, and night.
Че, мы с Тапли пойдем спать? Я не понял.
She just grew up around the Adepti. Oh, no wonder she doesn't like being treated as an Adeptus. Having everyone falling over themselves to show their respect all the time must be kind of hard to deal with.
Так, ну все, Пайман закончила. Пойдем, красивые. Я готов. Вот так. Собаку валить. Кого там еще?
Go, Barbara, go!
Бегу, бегу, бегу.
Go, Barbara, go!
Он рычал уже после смерти. Ну, это выл. Блин, интересный цветок. О, книжка. Книжка, наконец-то. Я столько ждал книжку. Это же книжка, да? Да. Уж в какой-то момент думал, что, ну, все. Никогда не упадет. Так, как не сюда. Раз. Сорянчики. Что-то рано вскочил сегодня. О, все тупо.
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
One client, 2 clients, 3 clients.
О, клин. Понятно. Во, но теперь-то у меня... В прошлый раз мы ходили, у меня была Барбара недоодета еще до конца. А теперь первый раз на Джаху я иду уже более-менее одетый Барбары. Нормально так под 3К хилит с усиленной атаки. Блин, какие все аккуратненькие. Бежали прям. О, ну, водный. Я думаю, для вас это даже два пира у нас есть. Ему пиздец, короче. Зря он решил стать водным. Блин, а чё они прям через центр летают? Это нечестно. Бля. Смотря, я тут лапа обморозил себе. Так, сейчас похилю вас. Новенькие. Мне что-то показалось, как будто ты в новогоднем колпаке. Те вот эти рога. Что-то такое черно-красное. Они такие, знаешь, назад. Странно, что они что-то такого не добавили. Вообще могли бы какому-нибудь одному хотя бы персонажу. Да, сейчас. Надо покушать. Ля-ля-ля. Блин, ну нормально, кстати. Но скилл водный. 2 пира и мороз еще. Не знаю просто. Ля-ля-ля. Что, там ждете уже, да?
If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world.
This is no place to loaf around.
У тебя Рейден есть? Должна быть у тебя Рейден. Блин, мне на первой фазе не очень удобно будет. Ну, у меня другую. Я могу фишель, конечно, поставить. Попёрдывать.
Onwards. We have work to do.
Иногда надо буду попёртывать.
You're trembling. Is it the cold or just cowardice?
Да, я, кстати, вот всех зарядил сейчас. Вот баф я видел, и баф, ну, на мелкой ЦЦ я видел. Тоже прокнул.
By royal decree.
Into the wind.
Ай! Ну, я там сверхпроводник пишу.
Freeze to the core. Beg for mercy. Eye for an eye.
Oz, reveal thyself.
Embrace your searing reckoning.
Ой, ты смотри, что ворона творит, а? Ты видел, нет? Наверное, нет. Она разрушает эти, короче, херовинки. Такая мразота, лишь бы пострелять.
Wheel of life. I didn't feel that.
Ой, что-то горячо.
Call me a witch. I never asked for redemption. Never.
Блин, прикольный, кстати, цветок. Здесь вместо защиты было бы еще крит урон. Вообще топчик было бы. Ну, так неплохо. Фух. А, спасибо. Пойду цветочек крафтить. Ой, не цветочек, а книжечку. Да шо вы там прыгаете? Грейс, походу, где-то там в меню, блин, влага застрял. Все, пиздец. Так, хотел сходить, скрафтить. Сейчас я вспомню только, что я там крафтил. А, вот это, да, янтарь. Да. Ну, кстати, последнее это возвышение. Янтарь у нас будет топовый тогда. Бонус классный, конечно. Плохо только то, что только на взрыве стихии это работает. Я думаю, Барбаре все равно подойдет вполне. У него там хорошее. Не супер хорошее, но хорошее восстановление. $175 восстановления. Ну, ульта, правда, дорогая очень. До 12. Пойдем дальше.
I created another universe and founded paradise.
Так, а получается у нас сейчас по этим по молитвам новые персы, а потом будут, ну, как бы старые. Правильно я понял? Они могли бы как-нибудь разделить там. Одного нового перса сюда, одного нового перса туда. Хотя тогда нового никто бы не ролил. Как бы, ну, нахер музыканшу там кому-то. Ради музыканши, ну, ролить перса там 5-звездного, который тебе не нужен, ну, наверное, не очень. А, тут у нас Сяо с ней. И здесь она. Она, короче, и там, и там. Я понял. Музыканши.
Master has relayed my situation to you, I take it?
Oh? How did you know?
Она стояла, послушала из тени там. О, хороший ракурс, мне нравится. И повернуть нельзя.
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep, but I didn't hear you come in.
Она ждала нас, а мы не
I was worried
пришли.
that something may have happened to you, so I went outside to check and caught sight of my master. On top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this morning, causing me to suspect that my master must have told you. After all, master is very talkative.
Да, болтливая цапля, согласен.
Sorry, Shenhua. Paimon had you down as an adeptus this whole time, but it turns...
It's okay. I don't mind. The fault is mine for not explaining everything to you sooner, because in my experience, trying to explain is a futile pursuit. Still, though you mistook me for an adeptus, you never treated me as distant and unapproachable. For this, I am very grateful indeed.
Интересно, у него глазки немножко стрёмные, но прикольные. У нее, наверное, тоже как-то глаза с цветами связаны, я так понимаю. Необычные такие.
Got it. Although I don't know quite what it entails in terms of what I have to do.
Сейчас я гляну, чем она там ролится.
Very much indeed.
Чем улучшается. Цветок цисынь. Да нет, это ромашки обычные. Плавники дракона глубин как раз. С этих монстров у нее.
Now that we're all rested up, we should start searching for the other 2 items on the list. But before we do that, let's go to the building site and ask Ningguang's little helper how the progress is going.
Служанки.
After all, sunset vermilionite is so rare. Paimon doubts many competitors will really be able to find any. If it turns out some of them have given up already, we'll be able to take things a little more slowly. Oh, and another thing. We bought some grilled chicken drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a place just outside. Here's one for you, Shenhua. Try it. They're so good.
I concur. It has a rich flavor. Far more agreeable than those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
О, а вон еще одна новенькая.
Look! The jade chamber is floating into the sky! But it seems to be tied down by something.
That's because it's not finished.
Hey, Byron! And hey, Beto! And hey! Person Paimon doesn't know?
Он так смотрит, как быдло какое-то. Я не знаю, у него вид вот в этом ракурсе. Такой, как быдло. Чё тебе пойма надо?
Given the enormous scale of the Jade Chamber, we split the construction work into 2 phases to make sure the structure remains balanced. Before we find some suitable plastrite, we build the Jade Chamber's keel at ground level. Once the plastrite is ready, we place it into the keel and let the partially constructed Jade Chamber rise up to the height of the surrounding mountain peaks.
Он так рассказывает, как будто она каждый день строит нефритовые дворцы.
The remainder of the construction work is then carried out at that altitude. Once everything is ready, we release the iron tethers and allow the Jade Chamber to rise to its...
Miss Bywin, we've brought some new materials to submit.
One moment, I'll be right there. The construction work has only been able to progress this rapidly thanks to the plastrite provided by you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
Кажется, немножко нечестно. Там конкурс организовали, там вот все вот эти вот штуки. Это как тот момент, когда мы в драке участвовали там. С поддержкой Нингуа. Ой, не Нингуа, Бэдоу. Участвовал там бои. И мы там, пришли, и мы просто всех раскатали. Реально нечестно. Просто награду увели у всех.
Wow, can't believe you sourced the plastrite so quickly. It's the key piece of the puzzle. Looks like you beat us to the punch.
Beto, you're joining the Jade Chamber contest too?
Sure am. I happened to get my hands on a chunk of sunset vermilionite on a voyage a while back, so I figured I'd bring it over.
Huh. So even though it's rare, we're not the only ones who managed to get a hold of it.
Oh, I've got some introductions to do. This is the renowned Miss Yoon, or Yoonjin, probably the most famous figure in the Liyue opera scene.
Greetings.
These two are Paimon and the Traveler, both good buddies of mine. And this is... sorry, not sure we've met.
Shenhe. I am their... friend.
Good to meet you. A friend of a friend is my friend too. Or, as I like to say, a mate of a crewmate is part of the crew. Miss Yoon is also here for the contest. Turns out she needed to borrow a boat, so we came together.
It's an honor to finally meet you both. I've heard much about you. Miss Shenhe, though we are only meeting for the first time, I have a feeling that we will get along very well indeed. To be honest with you all, I am in great need of this opportunity to ask Lady Ningguang a question. That's why I joined the contest. Thanks to my father's connections, I was able to acquire a specimen of the plastrite required. Fortunately, it was approved for submission, despite being a little on the diminutive side. Wow! So it looks like the three of us are competitors now! Excuse me for prying, Miss Shenhe, but are you competing as well?
No, I don't have any questions for Ningguang. I just wanted to help her win.
In that case, I have a proposal to make. Lady Ningguang said that the first 3 contestants to procure all 3 materials will be awarded the chance to ask a question. Well, there are 3 teams here. We can split the prize between us. Instead of competing against each other, we could work together to secure the top 3 places between us. What do you Sounds great, but how does that change things exactly?
I think I see where you're going with this, Miss Yoon. The plastrite was the most difficult item to source by a long shot. Luckily, all 3 of us managed to get our hands on it. The 2 remaining items aren't quite so rare, so as long as one of us finds a way to source it, the other 2 can hop on the bandwagon. How'd I do? Is that what you had in mind?
Precisely.
Ну мы-то выиграли уже. Мы можем идти вопросы задавать.
Okay then. All right. I'll go first.
Ладно, поможем
I have some
девчонкам.
leads on these wonder cores.
Такая еще.
From what I've heard, the core itself is really not that difficult to make. The hard part is getting hold of the ore used as raw materials. I'm gonna head back to the ship and ask Suling if he's heard of them. You guys...
We will head into town and seek advice from Master Zhang of Hanfeng's Ironmongers. Thoughts?
Wonderful. We'll split into teams then, and whoever makes progress first brings... I'm gonna take off. See you later.
Okay, let's go! By the way, what question are you gonna ask Ningguang, Yunjin? I'm looking for a venue to host the performance of our new opera. Lady Ningguang has excellent judgment, so I would like... Ooh, what's the opera called? The opera is A Labor of Love by my father. He wrote it based on a popular urban legend about an evil spirit and an adeptus.
О, не они ли?
It's called
Он,
The
правда, не
Divine
адепт.
Damsel of Devastation.
Ah, hello. Are you here for something off the shelf, or do you need something forged?
Excuse me, Master Zhang. We were wondering if you'd heard of some...
Of course I have. Sorry.
My name is Yunjin. Perhaps you don't know me, but I believe that you forged some weaponry for my father in the past, for stage use.
Yunjin? Stage use? Oh, so you must be Miss Yoon. Sorry. My brain's finally caught up. It's not used to doing much beyond bashing a hammer all day. Everyone's heard of you, Miss Yoon. Even folks who don't make it to the opera all that often. So, you're here to ask about wonder cores, huh? As it happens, I do know how to make them. Matter of fact, I made some for Lady Ningguang back when she was building the original Jade Chamber. The types of ore needed to make wonder cores are a little hard to come by. Lady Ningguang supplied them herself last time. I don't suppose you've...
No, we were gonna ask you what kinds of ore we need.
Sure. Well, you'll need 2 kinds. Star Splinter Iron and Subrosium. If I remember correctly, Lady Ningguang sourced her Star Splinter Iron from the Mount Tianheng area. They say it resonates with visions. It could take some work, but if you stick with it, you'll find some eventually. As for the Subrosium, though, that's trickier. I'm really not sure. Sorry. What I've heard is that the people around Mount Tianheng have some sort of magic trick. Of course, it's probably just hearsay. If you want my advice, start by looking for Star Splinter iron around Mount Tianheng. And if you...
Mount Tianheng.
Interestingly enough, the story of the divine damsel of devastation also takes place on that mountain. I hear the view there is quite spectacular. A favorite destination of the Adepti, in fact. Perhaps it can give me some inspiration. Let's not delay. We should head straight there. I came to Mount Tianheng once with my father as a child. I remember it being such a long climb that I could barely feel my legs by the time we reached the top. This is quite a trip down memory lane for me. Look at these majestic, towering peaks. And no wonder the legend of the divine damsel of devastation is said to have taken place here. Adepti wander oft, where
Счастливо.
mortals seldom stride. Indeed, this looks like a place that one might expect to be frequented by Adepti.
The Divine Damsel of Devastation is your upcoming opera, right? And the story takes place in Mount Tianheng. Huh. Seems like you have a real connection with this place. What's the story about, though?
It's the story of a girl becoming a hero.
Cool. A hero story? They're Paimon's favorite.
The legend first arose in this area. It is said that there used to be a prosperous village on the mountain. In that village, there was a loving couple who were completely devoted to one another. One day, the wife was out collecting herbs and was captured by the monster. Her husband was so distraught at the news. The vile and vicious monster told the villagers, "If you want to live, you must sacrifice a child."
What a nasty piece of work! Ugh. Paimon sure hopes this monster gets put in its place!
Достать сценарий.
But the monster was so terrible and so strong that all within the village were terrified of it. They had no choice but to give it. Just while they were discussing whose child would be given over to the monster, a little...
No! Don't do it, little girl!
Unbeknownst to anybody else, she was concealing an exorcist's blade. She approached the monster's lair, feigning fear and trepidation. When she finally arrived,
Ну да,
she
вот про
courageously
нее эта
drew
история.
her extraordinary abilities drew the attention of the Adepti, and they took her as one of their own. Her story became the stuff of legends. But alas, the paths of mortals and Adepti seldom cross, and she would never again re-enter. And so, destined to grace the mortal realm for but a brief moment, she vanished like a wisp of smoke into thin air.
I really like this story. But I personally think that perhaps the little girl is not as brave as the opera makes her out to be. I'm not sure she deserves all the praise she is given.
I've never considered that before. Opera is always an interpretation of the events it purports to portray. A certain degree of deviation from the truth is always... When my father wrote the script for this play, I suppose his intention was to inspire his audience with the character of the Divine Damsel.
I think it's a great story.
Well, it sure inspired Paimon! Let's go get ourselves some Star Splinter iron!
С помощью глаза бога. Так у меня нет глаза бога. Ну вот она, наверное. А, просто вот так. Руками прям. А, вот еще. Я чуть уже обратно не повернул.
This should be enough star splinter iron. Now we just need to find that Saprosium.
I think I saw a village on our way here. Master Zhang said we should ask the locals for help. Why don't we try there?
Hey, there really is someone here. Yunjin, looks like you were right. Excuse us, sir. Can we ask you something? Huh. He didn't seem to catch that.
Hello, sir. We were just passing by and wanted to ask if you happen to know anything about
Is he trying to tell us to look for clues in the village? Well, whatever. Guess what? Shenhua, Yunjin, let's have a look around.
Sorry, you can go ahead without me. I'd like to have a word with this gentleman. If that's okay with you, Uncle Mingjin.
It's...
Shenhe.
Shenhe. You're alive.
Как он узнал? Она была вот такая пиздючка мелкая, там 6 лет.
All these years?
Он такой, это ты! И заговорил сразу.
This place is deserted now. No one ever comes here.
Huh? You know this?
Thank you, kind sir. We'll go and take a... Don't worry. Mingjun has no ill intention towards Miss Shenhe. She'll be quite safe.
Okay. Then let's see what we can find in this.
Да, пусть старички поболтают, но мы поищем.
The remains of a god, an abandoned village, Mount Tianheng. Does this mean that the true story of the divine damsel of devastation? The time frame certainly matches, so it seems we're in the right area. Let's keep... Huh. What's this?
So, Shenhe is the divine damsel? Now that I think about it, she does behave rather like an adeptus, and she is about the right age. So that's why I've been getting the strangest feeling whenever I chat with her. According to this text, the divine damsel from the opera was actually... And she didn't volunteer. She was sacrificed to the monster by her own father. Oh, the truth is even more lamentable than the opera. Now I understand why Shenhe said the girl was not as brave as people think. It wasn't her choice to enter the... Oh. It looks like my father may need to make a few revisions to his beloved opera.
We've looked everywhere, but still no mention of Sabrosium. Let's have a look over there. So basically, we need to go to the middle of the lake south of Mount Tianheng at dusk. Let's go back and tell Shenhe the news!
One year when I was back visiting, I heard a story about a white-haired adeptus from a merchant passing by. I was a very close friend of your father's. I could have stopped him from performing the summoning ritual. I had plenty of chances, but I couldn't bring I bring flowers back here every year. And each time I wish I had a
Apologize for what? If you'd stopped him, he'd only have found another way. There is nothing he wouldn't have done for his true love. Nothing.
Do you still hate him?
I don't know what I feel. I'm told my fate is to bear the curse of calamity, so my master bound my soul with red ropes to curb my aggression. But it also dampened my emotions, making me... So if you ask me how I feel about the past, if I hate my father or not, the truth is, I feel nothing at all.
It must have been so tough for you all these years.
Shenhe, we're back!
Oh, then I will leave you all in peace. Shenhe, it brings me some solace knowing that you are okay. I'll tell you more about the old times next time we meet.
Thanks, mister. We found some info in the end. Shenhe, look! This tells us how to find Sabrosium.
Let's go then.
Miss Shenhe, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. Just now, in the village, we found your father's diary. It turns out...
Why?
I know I say that opera always deviates from the truth, but now that the main character is standing right here in front of me, I cannot simply dismiss your lived experience.
It's okay. I like your version.
But, huh?
My master once said that the day I learn how to use my strength for the good of others is the day that So, I hope that one day I might be brave enough to stand up and... But I've never thought this way before, and I wonder whether I...
Don't worry. I believe you will. In fact, I think maybe you've already started to become the person you aspire to be. You just haven't had the opportunity to see it.
Shenhua! Yunjin! Cut the chit-chat! Let's go! We can't let someone else beat us to it!
Так, по времени, наверное, совпадаем, да? Нас пускают. Вон там стоит кто-то.
That's everything we need! Let's head back and report in! Paimon's curious if Beto's made any progress.
Так, а ты что тут делаешь?
What brings you here? Have they found a solution to the danger in the sea? Ningguang didn't tell you. Something has happened in Guyan Stone Forest. According to the but these things can be unpredictable. I have only a single mountain lies between here and Liyue Harbor. If things get out of control, I will defend this.
А, ты просто тут стоишь. Вот где Сяо прячется. Ну окей, идем крафтить. Мы видим вторую часть нашли. Третью, наверное, в следующий раз уже буду искать. Оставим на потом. Делишки какие-то сделать и может сегодня даже продолжим. А может и нет.
Goodness.
So,
This is some top quality ore you found. I think I'll get a good end product out of these. Guess now it's my time to shine.
Hey everyone, how's the A-team doing? I ran into a bit of a brick wall on my end. Suling's never seen a Wonder Core before, and says it'd take a lot of research.
Leave the Wonder Cores to me. I'll work on them. Don't worry. It won't.
Much obliged, Master Zhang. We should look into the Adepti sigils next. But where should we...
I'll sort that out.
Oh? You got...
Yes. I have been training with the Adepti. When we first met, I told you I came for the Jade Chamber, not the contest. In fact, I came specifically to deliver Adepti sigils. Master heard that Ningguang was planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber, so she sent me to... Master also said she hoped that I can take this opportunity to rejoin human society. But now that I'm here, I wonder if I've been removed from the world for too... Maybe it won't work for me to stay here after all. But either way, I'm very glad to have met...
Without knowing the ins and outs of your situation, I can't say whether you should stay or not. But now that our paths have crossed, we'll always have a connection. So if you're ever feeling down, come find me on my ship. There'll be a drink waiting for you.
Master Zhang, I'll need to use your facilities to make the sigils.
Fine by me. I'm actually curious to see how the Adepti...
Так что, мы сейчас все доделаем, что ли?
The sigils are ready, though they are in some respects inferior.
I've finished forging the things you asked for, too.
Great! Let's go submit them before someone else gets there ahead of us.
Может, в следующий раз не придется оставлять даже. Потому что у нас все готово. О, ядро чудес и какая-то талисман. Какая-то талисман. Бэйдо оказалась бесполезна, но она типа делала вид, что что-то делала и бухал, наверное. Пока выполняли всю работу. Мысленно было с нами. Все, пойдем вопрос сейчас задавать.
Ningguang's little secretary, we found all the materials.
Госпожа служанка.
Oh, already? All three of you found them together. Okay, I see. The Wonder Cores and Adepti sigils look good. It seems that we found our winners. I hereby announce that the winners of this material procurement contest are the Traveler, Yunjin, and Beidou.
What? It's over already? I haven't even found the prostrate yet.
Ой, лошары. Мы их просто как стоячих объехали.
I can't believe it.
So close, but so far.
I'd like to invite our three winners to please proceed to the Jade Chamber, where Lady Ningguang is waiting for you.
Huh? Where's Beidou? She was right here.
Captain Beidou has some business to attend to. She will join later. Please come with me.
All right then. Guess we'll head on up. This has been a long time coming. The last...
А, в смысле, вы уже построили тут все? Хрена себе.
Combine the Adepti sigils with the Wonder Cores
Быстро.
and insert them into the Jade Chamber's control compartment. The construction of the new Jade Chamber is now officially complete. Once the tethers are released, it will thank you all for your work.
Yeah!
Miss Yun, I've already heard something about the reason for your involvement.
That's right. Lady Ningguang, I would like to hear your opinion.
The unveiling of Miss Yun's grand new opera surely requires a venue of equal grandeur. So what would you say if I proposed that we stage the Jade Chamber offers a splendid panoramic view of the mountains and the bustling city. It is fitting for the finest performance to be hosted in the heavens.
Thank you, Lady Ningguang. Then I will prepare my props and other articles shortly.
You're quite welcome. It's truly what a good opera deserves.
A traveler, Shenhe, Paimon, I'll be leaving now. Do come and see my play when the time comes.
You're next.
Да, обязательно не придем.
What is your question? I should clarify. I do not know your brother's whereabouts. Please, don't waste your question on this matter.
Wow, you're a mind reader, Ningguang. Oh well, guess Paimon will ask a question then.
Managing a successful business is not as simple as you might think. Capital, connections, sensitivity to the trends, an instinct for what is a good opportunity. If you want to know how to make money, I will honor our agreement and give you an answer. But that is not to say that it will work.
Wow. Paimon hadn't even asked the question yet.
Your question was written all over your face. Now look, you helped me rebuild the Jade Chamber, and I intend to repay you handsomely for it. So I promise you that should you one day require financial assistance, you may seek employment here. I will pay you at the highest rate of remuneration.
Great! So next time we run out of Mora, we just need to come to Ningguang? No more questions from us. Shenhe, you got a question?
Me?
Yes, this is a group effort.
Thank you. But I don't have anything to ask.
Are you sure? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'd urge you not to squander it.
Yeah, just don't waste it. Hold on a second. Paimon can probably think of another one.
Lady Ningguang, do you think I can ever fit in Liyue Harbor?
Now that is an interesting question. Liyue Harbor is very inclusive. As long as you respect the rules here, you will not be turned away. So, the key is whether or not you yourself can develop a sense of belonging in Liyue Harbor.
Huh. A sense of belonging?
Yes. To become fond of a place. To feel perhaps someone you've met or something you've experienced here. Or perhaps you enjoy the atmosphere of Liyue and you will become accustomed to it. In short, everyone needs a reason to stay. I hope...
I see.
Hey, what's going on? I just went to see the fleet. I'm a little later than expected.
Come on, Beidou! It's your turn! Do you have a question for Ningguang?
Me? Nah, I ain't got any questions. She forced me to help out, so I figured I may as well get involved with the contest. Ningguang, don't forget what we talked about. It's not gonna be easy to deal with. I don't think my fleet can take it on their own.
Don't worry. I have made preparations. The wound dressings are ready, and the Millilith have set up an...
Glad to hear it. Watch your back.
Beidou? Ningguang? What?
You'll see when the Jade Chamber ascends. However, it's not the most pleasant topic of conversation.
Новые монстры.
In the Jade Chamber, I stood at the edge of the platform and looked down. At that time, I dreamed that one day the Jade Chamber's shadow. My wish has not changed to this very day. However, it is not only out of consideration. I hope the Jade Chamber will always float in the skies above Liyue Harbor, bearing witness to the prosperity and peace of the human world. And I hope that you can all witness it with me. Let the Ascension ceremony commence!
Да ладно, опять еще какая-то монстрятина.
Right on cue. The Avenger of the Vortex, Beisht.
Who is that?
Osial's wife. Final follower of the Overlord of the Vortex.
Sounds like you knew this was coming!
Beidou sensed something was stirring in the deep. She warned me months ago. Knowing she harbors hatred toward the Jade Chamber, I chose to rebuild it now as a way of drawing her out.
Got it! Well, let's go fetch the Adepta!
No.
Huh?
In this human age, the people of Liyue must find a way to overcome this crisis on our strength alone!
Пиу-пиу-пиу-пиу-пиу-пиу-пиу. Пиу-пиу-пиу-пиу-пиу-пиу-пиу. Чё, нам что-нибудь поделать надо будет, нет? Или мы так? Просто мультик смотрим. Страшно, страшно, страшно. Аж брызгами забрызгала. Фига она смелая. Ауч. А, сейчас вот это должна нас спасти всех.
Your life brings nothing but disaster to us all. At least if you die, I can bring her back.
The day you learn how to use your strength for the good of others is the day that you can truly become part of human society.
Пи-пи-пи-пи-пи-пи. Ой, да там половина мимо. Змилка спряталась, в общем. Ну, не знаю, нам надо, наверное, добить его. Да? Ага, вот. А, мы прям...
I hardly see this as a great risk. The people of Liyue Harbor are prepared, and she is already badly injured. Only sheer willpower is keeping her alive. I may be nearing the end of my stamina, but in a fight to the death, I think I have the upper hand.
А, мы прямо ее отсюда можем доставать. Блин, я думал, она там... И зачем? Так. Я тебе сейчас отсеку твою... А, у нее 3 башки, да?
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Unleash!
Let's dance.
Obey! Unleash!
Минус одна башка.
I'll protect us. Phew.
Unleash! Manifest!
Higher, higher, hands on fire! Oz, reveal thyself! Let's dance. Who is what?
Wait, hear me.
Так. Сюда.
This place is unstable. It is too risky to continue pursuing her. If the place collapsed, the consequences would be disastrous. Let's head back.
Похоже, что все, мы молодцы.
I'm just a little exhausted. Otherwise, I wanted to deal with it myself. I didn't expect you to follow me. Don't worry. She's not coming back anytime soon. After an injury like that, she'll likely seek refuge somewhere.
How did things go underwater?
It's been dealt with. She was injured before entering the water. It didn't take too much effort to finish the job.
Good. So the crisis has been safely averted. When you visit the Jade Chamber in the future, you will—
Lady Ningguang, the fleet reports that the sea monster has left Guyan Stone Forest and the surrounding waters have returned to normal.
Thank you. How are the Millilith?
Thanks to the medical supplies you prepared and Lady Keqing's command, our losses were minimal. Of course, we owe huge thanks to this young lady for her help. On behalf of the entire Millilith, thank you for your service.
Great. Then next time I watch Miss Yun's opera, I'll be able to take the compliments. I wasn't trying to be a hero, though. I just wanted to protect you.
Let the soldiers recuperate, but don't let your guard down. If she returns with a vengeance, we must be prepared.
Yes, ma'am.
You've been monitoring us for some time now. I trust you've reached a conclusion.
You wish to hear one's opinion. Well,
that I do not deny. However, final victory was always going to be ours, even had things been a little more arduous. If it came to it, I could always destroy another Jade Chamber.
One has observed your adaptation of the Guizhong ballista, and find oneself compelled to admit that you have evidenced some degree of novel thinking. You have learned from past failures and prepared for this crisis in advance. This is considerable progress, hence on balance. One finds your performance during this trial satisfactory enough. But there will no doubt be further trials to come in the future. Do not suppose that one will not continue.
While the position of Tianjuan remains mine, I will...
Shenhe. One saw you secretly venture out from the mountains a few years ago, and noticed the air of dejection in which you were... Hopefully this trip to Liyue Harbor has been a different experience.
Yes. I can't explain it, but I feel happier than I expected.
Good. Traveler, please take good care of Shenhe. She is a dear child. In fact, one has many fond memories of Shenhe's childhood.
There'll be no need for that.
Oh. They are all like this. Fine. Since you care not to listen, one shan't be telling you. One shall be...
Please, have a good rest. Come to the Jade Chamber when you have recovered your energy. We must celebrate
Расстроили
both the
цаплю.
completion of the Jade Chamber and the fact that Liyue has weathered another crisis. This banquet must be the most spectacular.
I will protect you. The Millilith's casualties are within the range but in hindsight, there were still flaws with our plan. If we'd had more time, we could have built a barrier here to absorb the impact of the wave. We must learn from this experience and never repeat the same mistakes again. Good eye.
О, у нас портал теперь прям туда есть. Раньше мы не могли попасть вообще в нефритовый. А теперь, походу, можем портоваться. И можем летать с него куда захотим. Надеюсь, у нас не заберут эту портальную точку.
Everyone's already seated. It's Paimon's first time attending a banquet in the Jade Chamber. The food here looks amazing.
All of you here are my distinguished guests. I am determined that each of you thoroughly enjoys yourself.
Че она одна сидит, могла бы с нами сесть.
Those who don't drink alcohol, please, help yourself to other beverages. Fine wine is a delight to the senses. But
have you heard? Miss Yun's going to be performing today.
Sure have. Honestly, it's the main reason I'm here. I've never missed any of I hear she's going to perform the Divine Damsel of Devastation today, the one written by her father. I've been so excited that I've barely slept the last few nights.
Hey, look! Miss Yoon is going on stage!
神女披冠到这里本该接近尾声，但今日我再添一笔，唱与诸位听。知道为民言不实，自有知音多情思，功名烈烈见了心，只知无愁心。彼时鹤归，茫茫天地无依靠，孤身离去。今日再会，新朋旧友坐满堂，共聚此时。
What did you think? Personally, I thought I sang rather well. It was beautiful. Paimon wants to learn too.
Да, я немножко как бы забыл, что это же Китай. У них опера вот такая.
It was wonderful. Also, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks to you, the Divine Damsel of Devastation is a more nuanced tale than ever. The play has an ending, but life goes on. I believe you will find a way to fit in Liyue Harbor.
Thank you. I think I found the opportunity I needed to change.
Ms. Yun, here you are. Great to see you. Huh? Hey, this young lady with the white hair looks like some kind of VIP. Yeah, that's it, like an adeptus. Wait, you're the girl from the opera, aren't you? The Divine Damsel herself. And let me pull up a chair, all right? We'll all have a friendly chat, get better...
Взял и сел.
You could leave us alone. That is, if you'd prefer to finish your drink via the orifice of your own choice.
Shenhe's back to her old self again.
Hey, what are you doing?
Calm down, Shenhe. Calm down.
Да, красные нити, видимо, не очень помогают. О, кусок ткани, ложный плавник дракона получили. Это у нас было. Наверняка было. Обычный рек. Нам дали какой-то, но хорошего качества. Так, реконструкция. Одолейте бэшт. Завершите главу. Завершил, да. Можем сейчас, кстати, еще события вот эти взять. 350 ровно у меня достижений.
Wanna come over for tea?
Now that I think about it, I'm glad Master sent me. I'm sure I have much to learn from you.
To act, one must first. After our trip to Mount Tianheng together, I felt much. Next time I have a new opera, may we study the character together?
You've made an exceptional contribution toward the... I will not forget this.
Да мы вообще молодцы. Мы восстановили и защитили снова. Снова спасли Люи. Ну, хотя, может, они там, как говорили, и сами бы справились. Ой, ой-ой-ой. Так, а где Нингуан хранит свои сокровища? Наверняка тут какой-нибудь сундук припрятан. Не может быть такого. У него ничего не было. Должен быть какой-то банковый сундук. Вот и не пускает. Огромная локация, в которой можно не один сундук-то спрятать. Прикольную сцену сделали. А может тут и нет никаких сундуков. Так, чё? Да, видимо, все я закончил здесь. И... Ага. Так, и Немного. Блин, а мне что-то казалось... С Нингуан у нас есть, но, видимо, ну, как бы, это именно встреча, а там просто вот эти вот легендарные квесты. Квесты были. Вот там встреча с Нингуан, все-таки не было. Еще встречи я только с Нейль сделал и чуть-чуть с Дионой там побегал, поделал. Блин, тут еще куча встреч. Куча всяких историй. Так, в округе таких интересных штук не завезли нам. Окей, неожиданно быстро доделали. Я думал, тут еще будем сидеть ковыряться, еще хрена времени, но вроде так. Хоп-хоп. Девчонка все сделала там. Да и с рудой, в принципе, не очень долго у нас заняло. По времени. Ну, прикольный такой рассказик. Ну, грустненький немножко. Прикольные истории персонажей. И вроде как все повыполняли. Ну, осталось вот то, что осталось. Там на островах еще ковыряться и ковыряться. Вроде как я открыл возможность менять день и ночь, но это как бы кучу новых еще проблем добавило, потому что мы не можем ее, к сожалению, менять прямо на месте. То есть нам нужно портоваться будет туда и очень, наверное, много по каким-то штукам бегать, там что-то открывать в одном, что-то открывать в другом. Но я так понимаю, что там еще довольно солидно наград ждет и камни, да, тоже будут там в большом количестве, возможно. И голды там еще мы собираем, потому что вот эти сундучки, я думаю, еще не закончились. По сути, мы там 2 острова только изучили. И то, ну так, получается, наполовину. Центральный я вроде бы хорошо поизучал, но тоже при свете дня. Храм Вечной Ночи вообще даже не открыт, даже не был там. А сердце змеи у нас изучено, ну, примерно наполовину, и то там даже, наверное, не 50%, процентов 30-40, потому что есть еще 2 портала, там какой-то островок, но там вот видна, да, какая-то беседочка, возможно, туда есть смысл летать, или туда есть полетка какая-то, что будем смотреть. Ну, а по общему даже 50% у нас нет. Хотя какие-то сундуки я вот здесь забирал. По-моему, там не за все, но за какие-то гемы давали. Где-то вот в этой части, что ли. Какие-то в процентный тоже пошли, но еще много там ковыряться, изучать. И как бы 100% это не 100%, это примерно так. Сундуков там еще много, лута много. Ладно, на этом все. Я прощаюсь, всем пока. Еще что-нибудь продолжим. Может быть, Геншин, а может еще что.